Hello, brothers and sisters of CA15. My name is Mantosh Kumar, and I'm running for Congress next year. Next year is midterm election. They are really important. That will decide which direction our country is going to go. Will it continue its path towards autocratic and fascistic society, or will we restore democracy and democratic institutions? Also, I'm running because I'm sick and tired of feeling hopeless. I have never in my life of almost 3 decades in US felt this hopeless or helpless when everything that we see around is nothing but chaos, problems, and a deep sense of disparity among most of my friends and families that I have lived here in San Mateo and in rest of America. When I came to this country, it wasn't that everything was hunky-dory. People had fair amount of disagreements, but they were not disagreeable. They used to talk to each other like fellow men and women who live in the same society. Now, the politics has become this. All I see at the national scene, at the local scene, is just name calling and highly partisan bickering. And also, humor is quite dead in politics. We can take problems seriously without taking ourselves seriously. We can work together to achieve great things. We seem to have forgotten that. And when I look at the politicians in Bay Area, just because the demography here, the people who live here are majority Democrat, sometimes I wonder if they put the name of a table or a chair or any other inanimate objects in Democratic column, would that chair or table will get elected as well? I was talking to lots of people in the last several months. I have been informally polling people that how many of you know who your representative at the House of Representatives in Washington is. They couldn't even name the person. Does it seem like that we have a really good representatives who really care about us, or they are just becoming our representative by playing backroom politics? It is these kind of things that has made me think really long and hard to see, do I join politics to make it more representative, or let the status quo be there? Listen, I don't have all the answers, but I see problems all around us. The problems which were smaller, their scale has become much larger. There are really great ideas. For example, if you look at the polls for Medicare for all, there are somewhere from 56 to 69% of people, which averages about like more than 60% of the people who are in support of Medicare for all. That includes Democratic folks, independent people, and Republicans. So when you see that, and when you look at like how many people in the Senate and House of Representatives are for Medicare for all, I was listening to Bernie and Pramila Jayapal and David Dingle. They were talking about like 16 senators and 100 congressmen and women are for Medicare for all. Does this seem to align with people's expectation. Let's say 60% of people are in favor of Medicare for all. That means 60 senators out of 100 and roughly 300 folks in House of Representatives should be in favor of Medicare for all. This is the real problem with our political system. These politicians are completely out of touch, and part of the fault is ours. We are not holding them accountable. We are just voting time and again. Congress's approval rating is abysmal, yet the same congressmen and women keep getting elected. Similarly, if you look at housing, it has become highly unaffordable. Most of the teachers who teach at schools in our community cannot afford to live here. They are driving multiple hours to come here to teach our kids. Similarly, this is true for the nurses and the community workers and the social workers. Forget about the people who are making minimum wages. The baristas, grocery stackers, clerks, etc. How are they going to make a living in CA15? Is it acceptable? Why is there housing shortage? We don't have land shortage in America. What is happening? Because there are lobbies everywhere, interest groups who will keep us happily poor and themselves rich. We need our politicians to be accountable to people, to be representative of people, and bring some humor into the system. I'm sick and tired of all these guys telling us what cannot be done. This is not what we know about America. This is not what I heard about America when I was growing up in India. America was the land of dreams, where people came together to solve really, really big challenges, where they captured the imagination of the world by landing on moon, by creating New Deal, by doing social security and safety net for our folks when they retire, by enacting Medicare for seniors, by inventing internet. Where has that gone? I want that America back, where people are fueled by their imagination to do great things, not demoralized by everyday partisan bickering. We need people who have experience in industry where performance is rewarded and the failures have consequences to come in this field and see how we can get together and get things done. We need politicians with a spine to stand up to a special interest and say enough is enough. We are here for the people, we'll serve people, not you. So I'll be one of those people. And this is my YouTube channel. You will see my videos in all social media form and platforms, and in each episode I'll be talking straight with you, even though I may not have answers, but I am ready to work for you, get together with you, talk about ideas, as long as we keep our labeling and prejudices aside, because that has not served us well. With that, I would count on all your support, best wishes, donations. I'm not getting any funding from big corporate PAC, nor am I interested in. I would never do that. So all I ask is one vote and $2. So go to my website, which is mantosh.us, and please donate whatever you can afford. We together have power to achieve extraordinary things. We are ordinary people, but ordinary people, when they rise up and they are committed, they can do extraordinary things. Thank you very much, and talk to you very soon in yet another episode. Bye-bye.